Hey guys, Kojak from Beer O'Clock Brewing here. Welcome to the first of my reinvented, rebooted homebrew reviews. Those of you who subscribe to me for some time now will know that previously I did homebrew review videos 4 or 5 years ago of reviewing kits. Well, my tastes have changed since then, and what I'm going to do is basically reset the slate, start again. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to be reviewing all of the old beers again. It does mean that if there's any I have reviewed previously, I will just crack on and go and review them, and as if I'd never done them before. I'll still leave the old videos up, so if you want to have a look at those, by all means please do so. Without further ado then, let's crack on with the beer of the day. Now this is a bit of a special one. This is a side-by-side comparison of an all-grain brew. Now I know I normally only do kits in this review, but this is technically a kit because it was a kit that I bought from my local homebrew shop. It just happened to be all grain. So what that means is you guys can buy this kit. If you do all grain, you can have a go and see what it tastes like. So the beer is Directors by the Courage Brewery. You've got the short bought one here and you've got my one here. So before we start pouring, I'll give you a bit of background on both of them. Now this one here is the this is the original. It's 4.8%, and they don't really actually say anything on the back, which is very boring. Just says Courage Superior Ale, traditionally brewed to Directors' standards. And this one here is what I did using the homebrew kit. Now the ingredients for this kit are actually in this book, so I can give you a quick read and let you know what's in there. Okay, so you've got 3830 grams of pale malt, 355 grams of white sugar, 265 grams of crystal malt, 27 grams of black malt. Hop additions, 26 grams of target at the start of the boil, and for the last 10 minutes, last 10 minutes is the Irish moss, which obviously you always do, and then lastly there's just another 5 grams of Styrian Golding hops, which are the post boil. I also dry hopped as well with, I'm not sure how much it was, but basically I just put the dry hops. I had most of this in a pressure barrel, so this won't actually have the dry hops in it, so that'll be interesting to see because I've not actually tried any of my bottled samples yet, just the ones that was in the pressure barrel. That is it. So that is supposedly what's in this one. Oh, and the target ABV for this was 5%, and this was 4.8. So, as you can see straight away, there's a little bit of a difference there. So let's do some comparisons first of all. So you've got the ABV, 4.8. My one, 5.2 it turned out in the end, so it's actually a bit stronger than the recipe. I don't think I added quite enough water, so it came up a bit short, but higher ABV, so I was quite happy with that. Price of the kit was £20, well £19.99, so that roughly works out about, we'll call it 50p a pint. Now technically this isn't a pint, this is a 500ml bottle, but I'm not going to split hairs here. This on the other hand I believe was £1.29, which is pretty much of a bargain actually, from Aldi I believe it was. So again, this one about less than half the price of the short bought one, which is what you'd expect from a homebrew. Right then, enough gas bagging. Let's open them, pour them, and see what's going on. So we'll do the commercially brewed one first of all. Ooh, pleasant nose there. I'll get a bit nearer so you can see the pour. So I don't have to be too careful about sediment with this one. Well, because there shouldn't be any sediment in there. You can see that's quite fizzy. Quite a tasty nose to that too. Right. I'm going to leave the beer cap behind it so I don't get confused and forget which one is which. And now, my all grain one. Now there's a bit of a less of a fizz there for a start. Could be a telltale sign. Here we go. Now I'm going to need to watch this one a bit more carefully to avoid getting any sediment in there. a little bit just snuck in at the end. Okay, boom. So let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look at the visual first of all. If I hold up to the light here, you can see that one is very, very clear. This has only been in the bottle about 3 or 4 weeks, so it is a bit cloudy. In terms of carbonation, we're looking about the same. Head retention pretty much non-existent on both, which is interesting. So there you go. We'll come back now and give a sniff first of all and see what we get. Not a lot. There was a bit of nose to it in the bottle, but not really much of anything on there now. It's pretty much no nose at all to that one. So let's try the Homebrew. A little bit more of a hoppy edge to that one. Definitely you can get that slight hop notes to it. Good stuff. Okay. In terms of the actual colour, fairly same. It's difficult to tell because it's so cloudy, but yeah, there or thereabouts. Right, come on then. Let's get on with it, shall we? Cheers. Commercial one first. It's weird. The thing you taste most with that is the bubbles. It's really weird. As soon as it hits your tongue, you feel the bubbles. After that dissipates, you get a very slight hoppiness, and then a little bit of maltiness as well. I'm gonna have go for another attempt. Interesting, I can smell a little bit more of the malt now in that I've had a taste. Yeah, like I said, you're still getting that impact of carbonation first of all. A little bit of hops, a bit of malt. That is actually a pretty good beer, I've got to say. It's not bad. If I went to a pub and that's all they had on, I would be quite happily on that all night. It does taste a little bit thin, but it is only 4.8% I suppose, and I'm kind of into my heavier beers these days. I normally like mine around, 5 and upwards. So it's a little bit weak, but overall that's alright. Yeah, I don't mind that. I would definitely like I said, obviously I didn't brew, I would definitely buy that, but I said if that was on tap in a pub, I'd be quite happy. Okay, now I'm actually quite nervous now because I've set high expectations on myself that my homebrew is going to taste nicer. Now when it was in the keg, I'm pretty damn sure it did taste nicer. I keep saying keg. Pressure barrel, I'm sorry. I know there's people who call these kegs get very upset when you call them a pressure barrel keg. Pressure barrels. Okay. Anyway, let's crack on. So again, yeah, more of a hoppy note to it, but I've already smelled it, so let's just crack on. Yes! Straight away. Let me take another sip. That is so much better. Thank God. First all grain side by side. That would have been very embarrassing had it not been better. as soon as that touches your tongue, you get the maltiness and the hops kick in very shortly afterwards. There's not much carbonation to it. It's not overly fizzy. It's bottle conditioned, this one as well. So that's another reason why it's a bit cloudier. Let me have another test. It's just unbelievably better. It's so much thicker and such more substance to it. You know, I mean, this is so clear. I mean, I don't know if they filter it. Do you think? Potentially, because that, I mean, that's ridiculously clear. That's incredibly clear. That would explain maybe why there's such a thinner body to it, because I mean, this is only 0.4% more than this. So I don't think, you know, that's got a lot to play, because as you saw from the recipe, there was some sugar in there anyway, and that sugar is probably what's got you 0.4% higher ABV, if not a bit more. So in theory, we obviously don't know what they put in this. I might stick a load of sugar in that one as well. It's not that I've used, well, maybe I've used more grain, but you know, not because I bumped the ABV up, that it would explain that thicker body to it. Like I said, the hop profile is very similar, but I haven't got the dry hops in this one. Like I said, the dry hops in the barrel just gave it an extra kick, which is even better, to be honest. So what I would do next time, or I'll probably just barrel it again next time, or hopefully I'll get my Cornelius kegs up and running and put it in there, but I would maybe dry hop in a carboy for a few weeks, and then bottle it if I was going to bottle it again, just to get that extra dry hopness. But yeah, so the answer to that question, folks, what's better for directors, courage directors, commercial or homebrew? Homebrew knocks the spots off it, I'm very pleased to say. Like I said, you know, if you're looking for fancy fattiness, this is so much clearer. Like I said, that's probably because they filter it, and that would be why it's got less body to it. So just all round better body to it, better taste, slightly more hoppiness, more so if you dry hop it. I suppose the only downside is a little bit cloudy, so if you want your tarty crystal clear beer, you want to buy that one. Price, half the price, less than half the price of this one. So guys, if you've had this and you like it, you must brew that kit, because that kit knocks the spots off this one. So what else I'll do, I need to review this, I suppose. Really, I need to give these both marks out of 5. Like I said, I used to do 1 to 10, but I figure it's ridiculous, because you end up umming and ahhing if it should be a 5, 6, or a 6 or a 7, or whatever. So 5 stars is the way to go in it. So it's 1 star is 0 stars is undrinkable, 1 star rubbish, 2 stars poor, 3 yeah okay, 4 brilliant, 5 love it. This one I'm gonna go 3, because it's average, it's okay, it's quite happy to drink it, but it's nothing to write home about. This, on the other hand, I mean, it's great. It's so drinkable. It's a bloody good beer. Is it quite 5-star worthy? I don't know, because, you know, it kind of, it's what you're after, really, isn't it? No. 5 stars. It's just so, it's ridiculously drinkable, that beer. Just it's so well balanced for me, for a session beer. Like, you know, the ABV, yeah, it's a little bit high, but 5.2 isn't that bad. It's not too hoppy, it's lovely and malty, fantastic mouthfeel, goes down an absolute treat. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Courage Director's All Grain beer kit gets 5 stars. Commercial version, sorry guys, you're going to have to do better than that. 3 stars. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I said something a little bit different. I've never done anything like that before, so bit of a learning experience for me, and I really enjoyed it. So if you like what you see and you're not already subscribed to me, please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. I'm very important work to do now, because I'm going to have to drink both of these beers now. What? It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. And at the end of the day, it's not brewed to be looked at. Cheers, guys.